Recently, it was confirmed by Neil Druckmann that The Last of Us Part 3 is gonna release in future and it is going to continue the franchise further on. But what can we expect from Naughty Dog? After knowing the huge disappointment which Last of Us 2 gave us and Naughty Dog's so-called daring and risk has proven to be a disaster for the franchisee. What we can expect from the third installment? Keeping the gameplay and graphics aside, we are gonna talk about the plot only because that is what the problem with this franchisee has at this point, to be honest. So let's begin now. Okay, so first of all, let me say that I won't talk about graphics and gameplay in this video because I know that Naughty Dog is gonna keep them top notch, just like they did in Last of Us 2. So gameplay and graphics aren't really the problem here. The problem is the plot, which is responsible for the demise of such a great franchisee like The Last of Us. And more importantly, it is responsible for the division which happened in the fandom and toxicity of this fandom is just out of this world. Like seriously, whenever you will try to criticize Last of Us 2, you will be showered with statements like actually they have worked really hard on this game, so if you have a problem with it, then try and make the game yourselves. Bro, just shut the fuck up because I am a freaking consumer, okay? It is my right to speak against the product if it's trash. I am not a mindless zombie who is gonna accept whatever the corporate has to put out. It is my right to question them and give criticisms. Got that? A bunch of brainless donkeys for real. Always ready to defend their corporate daddy. Like even I like a lot of studios, but whenever I play their games, I always stay neutral. Let it be Horizon or let it be Plague Tale. Whenever I played them for the first time, I was totally neutral. But here we have these clowns who will defend their papa till their last breaths. Like Neil Druckmann pays their bills, taxes and college fees. Pathetic. And what is more pathetic than this is that their reasoning. It just gets worse and worse from here because according to them and their papa, anyone who doesn't like Last of Us 2 is a bigot. What the fuck? I mean, yeah. There are a lot of cucks who are hating this game for being woke and blah blah blah, and people like that are sure bigots without a doubt. But why the hell people who are giving honest criticisms for this game are bigots? I appreciate that you showed LGBTQ relationships in the game because that is the sign of progression, but that alone is not enough for this game to be amazing. It needs a good plot, and someone is saying this, then it is not bigotry. In fact, it's honest criticism. Got that, idiots? Like after listening to their reasoning, I thought that maybe Shrek's donkey talked more logical shit because even he will seem genius after talking with dumbasses like these blind fans. And these blind fans are one of the reasons that why Last of Us 2 is hated. They complain all the time that, man, why the hell people hate this game? And I'm like, bitch, that's because of you. Because your brain is infested with fungus. You have become like a mindless clicker who is unable to question what the company is feeding them. Now there are also some people who like this game but they don't defend it and Neil Druckmann on social media 24/7 till death. They are like, I actually like this game, and they move on to exploring other games without bootlicking the company, but these toxic shitheads who fight for their daddy are one of the most annoying people in the world because of their behavior and reasoning. And let me tell you one more thing, that is that they hate Joel because he killed Jerry and he was a murderer apparently. These idiots don't even know that all the people Joel killed in his journey attacked him first. So Joel was just practicing self-defense, and your Jerry wasn't very innocent either. He was rushing to kill a little girl because of something which even he wasn't sure of. He was literally conducting an experiment on a human, and above all that on a little girl. Bitch didn't had any ounce of humanity. At least Joel didn't did anything like that. And your Jerry was trembling in his boots as soon as he saw Joel. I won't let you take her. Literally. Must have wetted his pants. What a coward for real. Then these dummies say that Joel was too violent. But at the same time they like Ellie, like bruh. What the actual fuck? Ellie literally committed feticide and even killed animals, killed her enemies in the worst way possible, like a fucking psychopath. She is indeed a psycho because a sane person wouldn't behave like this. At least Joel didn't committed lowest deeds like Ellie. He was a far better character than her, but you won't accept it because you are brainless clickers and nothing else. Keep bootlicking Druckmann. You call people who criticize bigots, right? And you think that your Neil Druckmann is a feminist. Well then why the hell he fired Amy Hennig? If you guys don't know who she is, then let me tell you that Amy Hennig was the writer and director behind the lovable Uncharted franchise. And she even won a lot of awards for that. But one day a report comes that she suddenly left Naughty Dog. And the one who was responsible for that was Neil Druckmann. May I ask why the hell your cuckman fired a writer and director of a series who is vastly popular in the gaming community and even got a movie out of it? And she worked in the company for a decade. Why she left all of a sudden? This is not revealed yet. Yeah, you can check that for yourself. It's not revealed yet. But why is that? Why are they so scared of revealing this when it has already been 10 years since that? Okay, it can be forgiven if you fired her, but why the hell are you not revealing it? At least reveal the reason. If the writer was a rookie, then it would have been understandable to not mind it, but here the writer is someone like Amy Hennig, who is responsible for the major success of Naughty Dog's journey as a studio. She is the reason that why a lot of people know about Naughty Dog because of her contributions, but Druckmann is not ready to reveal the reason. Like, was he pissed that a woman is responsible for Naughty Dog's success and did what he himself wasn't capable of at all? Because I don't see any reason worth hiding other than this, to be honest. But again, this is just an idea and is not absolute, but still this act by Druckmann and Naughty Dog won't set a good example in front of future writers who are aspiring to become a writer for video games, and especially for female writers. A lot of people wonder that why there are very less women writers in the video game industry. Well, here is your answer. Because people like Druckmann take credit for their work and make them leave without even revealing the reason. Such a shameless act for a studio who is one of the leading companies of the gaming industry. Absolutely disgusting. At the end of Uncharted games, a big ass font will come which will say directed by Neil Druckmann. But the actual person with the help of whom Uncharted games were possible was Amy Hennig. Now, there are a lot of dumbass incels who hate Druckmann for being a so-called beta male and shit, but that is just bullshit. Neil is a hypocrite because he talks about feminism, but at the same time, he fired one of the most successful women of the gaming industry. What a clown for real. Bro contradicted himself. If you want to be a feminist, then engage more women in your company instead of making them leave, idiot. You didn't posted a single thing about Women's Day on your socials. And when your client Laura Belly was getting death threats along with her child, then you didn't even thought about taking a stand for her. She worked with you in 3 projects, but you didn't supported her when she got death threats, while literally every gaming content creator and TLOU fan was speaking for her. Totally shameless. This is how you treat your client. A big applause. And still he has the audacity to call himself a feminist. What a shame. You claimed that Last of Us 2 is for empowering women, but women in that game are committing feticide, killings, animal abuse, etc. All human beings are born out of a woman, which means that a woman is a mother of all of us. And you have the audacity to make a woman commit feticide and call that an act of empowering women. Wow, what a piece of shit. The real example of women empowerment are characters like Aloy, who are ready to sacrifice themselves for the sake of the entire world. And then we have Amicia the Rune, whose courage and valor is remarkable as fuck. Characters like these are the symbol of women empowerment. Not psychotic people like Ellie who can say fuck in every line. But still they have got a last chance to fix their mistake in Last of Us 3. I don't care, to be honest, what character they are gonna introduce. All I want is a good plot, because it was the plot who destroyed this franchise, and only the plot will be able to revive it by restoring its respect, which it lost. So all I want from Naughty Dog in Last of Us 3 is a well-written plot and character development. That's it. What do you guys think about Last of Us 3? Let me know in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care and bye bye.